Hi ladies, it's Manisha here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a Far East landscape design. I'm going to be using this beautiful plate from KADS. I've got a 10% off code for everything store wide, and I've got the direct link for KADS web store down below too for you, and all the products I'll be using if I can find direct links. I've also got this deep sort of cherry red Nicole diary polish, stamping polish. And I'll be using the black, white and a dark green from KADS. I also will be using a brown, but I do sort of decide to add that later on during the design. Sometimes my designs evolve as I go. And I've got a sort of gradient brush there. I'm going to be doing a gel mani today. So I've got an Opal Milk sort of translucent sort of gel polish from Born Pretty store. And I'm going to be using these beautiful sort of sheer colour powders from She Modern. And I'll leave the direct links for you down below. There's loads and loads of different products now available from She Modern, and she's very kindly sent these out to me to have a bit of a play and to share them with you. So I'm going to be using 6 colours in all, and these are all the ones I'll be using. I will list them for you, and there are many more in the collection. I've also got some glue gel from She Modern, and I'm going to go on with the design. So I've already done a coat of gel base coat on all of my nails, which has been cured, and I just sort of wanted to show you this white polish here. So like I mentioned before, it's sort of like a milky white, like a translucent one. So I just like the way it looks on my nails. It's a great base for doing nail art without giving you like a stark white base, but still covering up the smile line on your nails. I don't know why, I just sort of like to cover mine up, but I mean, it's up to you. You don't have to use this if you don't want to. So I've cured both layers, and I forgot to show the application of the glue gel from She Modern, but I did put a coat of that on. It's just clear, and then I did cure that for 30 seconds in the lamp as well. So next up, what I'm doing is just sort of popping on a little bit of each of the powders onto my palette. And at this stage I realised I was actually doing a rainbow of colours. You know, when I pulled them all out, decided which ones I wanted to do, I didn't realise that I actually had sort of like a semi-rainbow of colours there. But anyway, these are the ones I'll be using. And I'm going to be using that gradient brush there to apply them onto that sort of sticky surface that the gel glue has left. I've also got a lint remover, and what I'm going to be using that for is to remove any excess powder off the brush before going on to the next colour. So I'm just sort of showing you in real time here. All I'm going to do to clean it off is just give it a bit of a dab, and that's pretty much taken all that colour off, and then I'm going to move on to the next colour. So I'll just do that in between each colour. Only because I don't want to wash the brush and wet it, because then it means I can't really use it the way I want to use these powders. And I'm going to continue moving up. Now, after I did this, I realised I probably should have moved from the lightest colour to the darkest, but it didn't really matter. It was just pretty much a background I was doing using this. I wasn't quite sure where I was going to head with this design, but in the end I absolutely loved it, and I'm sure you will enjoy what you see evolve on my nails too. I really do love doing these sorts of Chinese, Japanese, sort of Eastern type designs. I just find them really fascinating to create and to wear. I don't know what your favourite theme is out there, but you could just drop me a little note down below and let me know what sort of designs you like to wear. I mean, I never get tired of wearing this, and I think I did end up wearing it for about 10 days, which is probably like a world record in you know, in my world. When you're in the part of the nail community, some ladies change their designs daily. I don't. I try not to, but usually if I can get about 3 or 4 days out of a design, that's pretty long for me, but getting about 10 days is even longer. But anyway, what I've just done there, you've seen I've brushed off all the excess powders off my nails, and I felt at this stage it was a little bit too colourful. I wanted sort of more of a subtle look. And then I thought, why not add a couple of coats of the Opal gel, you know, the milky gel again onto the nails. So I'm going to do that and curing each layer in between. And I'm going to use a little bit of isopropyl or rubbing alcohol just on a cotton pad there to take off any tackiness just before I go ahead and do the stamping. But look at the nails. I think these would be great to make a plaid nail design. I just think it looks really fluffy and cozy at this stage, especially with a matte top coat on. You did see a little bit of the powder coming off onto the actual cotton round there, but that was just sort of around my on my skin area. For some reason this plate had 2 layers of blue film, which is really weird, but that must be removed before going ahead and using the plate. But anyway, have a good look at this plate. You can pause at any time obviously to get a closer look, but I can't believe how many images they've actually packed onto it. For a small square plate, they do actually put quite a lot on there, so you do get good value for money. Especially if you use that 10% off discount code, I'm sure you won't be disappointed. But anyway, I'm going to proceed with each of the nails. There's the brown colour I mentioned before. I decided that I needed to do the branches in a different colour other than just black, and so I decided to add another colour into the mix. But anyway, I'm just going to be continuing to pick up different images. I do use a lint remover to remove any unwanted parts off the stamper head before going ahead and stamping onto the nail. And yeah, I'm just going to use different parts of the plate. Now I'm sort of showing you a lot of depth here with the first nail or 2, and then after that I'm just going to kind of speed things up and just all sort of show you what images I've put on most of the nails, but you kind of get the idea of what I'm doing here. For this one I decided to add the white and the green together just so I could get a little bit more texture happening and a little bit more interest. You can totally do this, or you don't have to. I mean, you could use it a couple of different shades of green if you wanted to. I really want to keep my colour palette quite strict. I didn't want to add too much colour because I felt like the base at this stage was colourful enough. Normally I would just do a silhouette type design where I'm just using black stamping on these sorts of bases, but with this one I thought, look, I'll just sort of get out of my comfort zone and actually do a few more other colours than what I normally would use, and so that's the reason I ended up using that darker red colour and also the green and the white too. So I'm going to just pick that image up from there. There's lots and lots of greenery on this plate, and I really do like how it sort of hangs down and it gives a really nice sort of cascading effect on your nails too. Now these images totally lend to being layered up. You know, you can add as much or as little as you want on each nail, and I tried to add as much as I could without overwhelming each nail. So what I've tried to do is stick to the colour palette of using almost every single colour on each nail, but not sort of going overboard. It's the key with these sorts of designs is less is more. Best not to sort of overdo it, but you know, when you sort of finish doing all of your nails, you can sort of sit back and look at it and think, do I need to add anything else to this, or do I just need to leave it well alone? That's always the hardest bit for me, is to not continue to keep adding bits and pieces to it. I really like these little swans here, but I don't know what happened with my pickup, and I did actually have a few ball patches, but anyway, that's easily fixed. You can just use a dotting tool, a fine detail brush, or just like I've done really lazily, just use the polish brush there to sort of colour in those bits that were missing. And then I'm going to sort of continue with that nail there, so I'm just going to be using you know, the white and the green, but I thought I'd go to this greenery now and yeah, just sort of give that cascading leaf effect again at the top of the nail, or the base of the nail should I say, because you're looking at it that way around. I have got liquid latex around my nails just for easy cleanup. I forgot to mention that before, but yeah, these are all of the nails done here. Really liked how they turned out at this stage. Now that swan's head is sort of hidden behind the greenery, and after I top coated, I decided I needed to see it. So what I ended up doing, and I didn't film it because I didn't think about it at the time, was I just re-stamped the swan's head just on it and then top coated it again. So you will see all of the detailing here on my nails. I've got a little bit of a macro coming up as well. And I really do hope you liked what I've done here. It's something a little bit different, but I really enjoyed wearing this one. I've done both hands and I've done every single nail differently. You can see the swan's head there. I've kind of just picked up on it and redone that little, you know, bit of detailing there. But you're going to get to see both hands. I would probably advise you to pause because I didn't actually take many photos of it. Literally just took one photo of both my hands together. But anyway, this is it here. So I've done something different on each hand, and I really like like how it turned out. So please leave me any comments and questions down below, and if you haven't done so already, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is free to do so, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.